Did you know that the sun flips its magnetic field every 11 years? And when it does, Earth feels the effects, whether we realize it or not. This isn't science fiction. This is solar maximum, the period when the sun goes into overdrive. If you've been wondering why scientists are buzzing about increased solar activity, you're in the right place. Let's break it down. The sun isn't just a bright ball of light in the sky. It's a nuclear furnace constantly churning out energy and radiation, and every 11 years, it cranks things up a notch. We call this the solar cycle, and during its maximum phase, the sun becomes a cosmic drama queen. More sunspots, more solar flares, more coronal mass ejections, or CMEs. Basically, it's a party up there. But here's the kicker. This party can have massive consequences for us here on Earth. Now, let's talk about sunspots. These dark patches on the sun's surface might not look like much, but they're where all the action starts. Think of them as the sun's pressure points. When they form, magnetic energy builds up to a breaking point. And when that energy releases, boom, solar flares and CMEs. These are bursts of charged particles and radiation that shoot out into space at speeds of up to 1 million miles per hour. And when they're aimed at Earth, well, let's just say life gets interesting. First up, satellites. Ever wonder how your GPS works so seamlessly, or how you can binge watch your favorite shows on a plane? Thank the hundreds of satellites orbiting Earth. But during solar maximum, these satellites face a barrage of charged particles that can mess with their electronics, disrupt communication, or even send them tumbling out of orbit. In 2022, Elon Musk's SpaceX lost 40 satellites in a single day due to a solar storm. That's like buying a fleet of sports cars and watching them all get totaled in one afternoon. Painful, right? And it's not just satellites. Solar maximum can supercharge the auroras, those stunning lights you see dancing in the sky near the poles. During intense solar storms, auroras can be visible much farther south than usual. Places like Texas or Florida might get their own northern lights show. Sounds cool, right? Except that the same energy lighting up the sky can overload power grids. Back in 1989, a massive solar storm caused a blackout in Quebec, leaving millions without electricity for hours. Imagine losing power, not because of a thunderstorm, but because the sun decided to flex. But it doesn't stop there. Solar radiation can also affect air travel, especially on polar routes. High-energy particles can interfere with navigation systems, forcing planes to reroute. And for astronauts, solar maximum is like playing dodgeball with invisible fireballs. They have to take extra precautions to avoid dangerous radiation levels, which could harm their health or damage spacecraft. You might be thinking, okay, this all sounds pretty bad, but what can we do about it? Great question. While we can't exactly tell the sun to chill out, scientists are getting better at predicting its outbursts. NASA and NOAA, that's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, have teams of experts monitoring the sun 24/7. With telescopes and satellites like the Solar Dynamics Observatory, they can spot solar storms brewing and give us a heads up, kind of like a cosmic weather forecast. And this is where it gets exciting. Imagine having a warning system so advanced that we could shut down power grids, move satellites to safety, and protect astronauts hours before a solar storm hits. It's not just sci-fi, it's becoming a reality. In fact, NASA recently launched the Parker Solar Probe, a spacecraft designed to touch the sun. It's diving closer to the sun than any human-made object in history, collecting data to help us understand and maybe even predict these solar tantrums. But here's a twist. Solar maximum isn't all doom and gloom. Some scientists believe that increased solar activity might actually help protect Earth in one surprising way. You see, the sun's magnetic field acts like a shield, pushing back cosmic rays from deep space. During solar maximum, when the sun's magnetic field is at its strongest, fewer cosmic rays can reach us. So, in a weird way, the sun's chaotic behavior might be doing us a small favor. And let's not forget the benefits of all this solar energy. For one, it's a reminder of how much power is out there waiting to be harnessed. Solar energy is already changing the game here on Earth, providing clean, renewable power to millions. As we learn more about the sun's cycles, we might find even more ways to tap into its incredible energy without getting fried in the process. So where does that leave us? Solar maximum is a wild ride, no doubt about it. But it's also a testament to how connected we are to the universe. The sun isn't just a distant star. It's a living, breathing force that shapes life on Earth in ways we're still discovering. From the beauty of auroras to the challenge of protecting our technology, the solar maximum is both a warning and an opportunity. If you've made it this far, you're officially one of the curious few who knows more about the sun than most people ever will. And if you want to keep exploring the mysteries of our universe, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep chasing these cosmic questions together.